Hey everybody, welcome to Making Music on World Famous Music Row. We're very excited to be celebrating our 40th year as the #1 independent creative services provider in Nashville on Music Row, and specializing in song plugging, radio promotion, marketing and publicity, and A&R and production and film and video production. Uh, we've earned our clients more than $2 billion in royalties over the years. We got a wonderful team around the world of agents and song pluggers and various people that help us get songs to buyers and to film and TV. And we've expanded our film and TV the last 20 years quite a bit. That's been a point of emphasis for us. And we're so blessed here at Making Music. We've worked for all the major labels. We've worked for all the major publishers doing music production and doing independent marketing and consulting and radio promotion and the like. And so we just hope that everybody will come and give us a call if you got needs to do some radio promotion or trying to break an artist nationally. We love the opportunity to take a look at your project and try to come up with a great marketing plan. We have managed 14 acts on the major labels. We made 14 major label deals. And we've also worked heavily on the marketing and promotion and development of a lot of acts that have gone on to be huge stars, like Florida Georgia Line, Jason Aldean. We worked on Taylor Swift's early career, Tim McGraw, and we worked on Toby Keith, Shania Twain, Luke Bryan, and a bunch of them. And it's something we really enjoy doing, and we're just so blessed to have the Nashville music community, BMI and ASCAP, always being so supportive and helping us so much and sending us great clients. So we welcome you to come and contact Making Music anytime, Foremost Records, and let us talk to you about what you're doing and talk some strategies, see if we can put together a great campaign for you. And everybody be safe and be healthy and have a wonderful day. Well, first of all, thank you all very much for coming to Nashville. Jake and Jessica from UNC, we're so happy to have you here. I started playing guitar when I was 12 years old and started playing little parties and dances and being in bands and singing lead and playing rhythm guitar. And when I was 14, I went to work at Starday King Records. We had George Jones and the Famous Flames and a bunch of country artists, and I started getting really involved with country music. I didn't know much about it, and worked with a lot of artists, worked with a lot of songwriters and studio musicians, and through that I started eventually writing songs when I was 16. I signed my first deal as a professional writer when I was 17, and I've been writing songs ever since, and been real lucky to have a lot of great recordings and to work with the very best in the business, co-writers and producers and the like. And commercial music has always been fascinating to me. It's something that I always wanted to do. I was lucky enough to get an opportunity to work for the world's largest country music publisher as an exclusive writer and a song plugger and producer for them. I was their #1 song plugger and also ran their pop division, worked on a lot of film, and it was just a great time. Through them, I worked in Muscle Shoals. That was my territory, and I got to work for the Swampers. They cut songs for me, and I actually represented songs for them. And through the years, I've evolved in doing the artist management world and record production, and in the later years here, a lot of consulting with people on various aspects. You know, I never really meant to be an independent. I was working for a company running their creative. I took them to 6th in the nation after 3 years, and it was a great experience. They were a great creative company, but they didn't have the financial part down, so they let me go. And I was actually producing an artist at the time. I worked with a lot of great record promoters, and so eventually we built our own team of radio promoters and needed a record label outlet, so we created Foremost Records to have a little imprint for our clients that didn't have their own record label. And through the years we built it, and developed a wonderful marketing team. We've got just great kids. They're young and hungry and smart and talented, and a great radio promotion team. We deliver more secondary non-reporting radio stations than any other radio promotion team, and then we also have the big major stations that we can bring in as well on the bigger budget projects. I was really blessed to get to work directly with Sonny Throckmorton, who was 5-time Songwriter of the Year. Was lucky to have Song of the Year 7 times and Songwriter of the Year 7 times. Won a lot of CMA awards, a lot of Grammys, a lot of ACM awards, BMI awards, and ASCAP awards, and National Songwriters Awards. And I've just always been in such huge admiration of so many artists that I had the pleasure and honor to get to work for. I worked for Taylor Swift doing marketing stuff in her early days. I worked on Florida Georgia Line, worked on Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan, worked a lot on Toby Keith, Shania Twain, and dozens and dozens of more, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, and with my team, and just so impressed by their immense talent and how great they were at entertaining audiences and making great records. I got to work for a lot of great record producers. They were the top record producers in the field, and label heads and heads of the major publishers and artist managers, and the cream of the crop. And I had great teachers. I was very blessed. You know, I think the reason that Making Music and Foremost Records does a really great job for our clients is because we work harder than everybody else. We've had the experience of managing acts with all of the major labels, sitting around the conference room tables with the heads of all the divisions of all these great major labels, and just studying under the best in the business as to it. And we're very focused on making sure that everything we do complements everything else we do in terms of establishing the artist, creating the largest amount of fan base and exposure for the music of the artist, and helping develop a career with longevity. We really care. We love what we do. We have a great team, and everybody loves doing it, and we work really hard. We work a lot of hours. We work weekends, we work holidays, we work snow days, and one of the biggest records we ever got, we got on Christmas Eve at RCA. Everybody was shut down except us at RCA, and I went up there. They were looking for a song for Kenny Chesney, and I had just the song for him, brought it up there, and we got the cut. So we always are sure to pitch a song on Christmas Eve because we had real good success one time on Christmas Eve. That's a great question. It's important. It's very important if you're a music executive that you have as much music in your life every day as you possibly can. You know, sometimes you're a music executive and all you're doing is managerial, you're not doing any music. So for me, I start the day out returning emails, writing emails, making phone calls, contacting users of music, and coordinating our team. They're coming to me with various things. I try to spend several hours a day writing songs, working on the guitar, working on music production projects. I've got a great team of recording engineers and musicians and singers that I can employ. Nashville has the greatest musicians and the greatest singers and the greatest recording studios in the world, and any time I get to spend doing that and being involved in music production is just so much fun. And then I spend a lot of time, you know, studying the market, see what's going on, what's happening in country, what's happening in pop, what's happening in hip hop and rap, and just getting a feel for the growth of the industry, the direction where music fans seem to be, and try to end up the day making sure that I've taken advantage of every opportunity for placement of music with users of music or radio or internet or whatever it is with our team, and then make a list of priorities of what to do tomorrow to do the most good for our clients. If I had 2 sentences for an up-and-coming artist through my 59 years working on artist campaigns and working with artists, I would say it's all about staying power, hitting it today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. The desire and the work ethic is the most important element of everything. And then also great music. Never compromise on the quality of the songs and the music, and you gotta be humble. You gotta stay humble in order to have a real career where you have longevity.